Okay, let's get started. Now we are discuss about the Poetics by Aristotle. It's part 7 and 8. These principles being established, let us now discuss the proper structure of plot, since this is the first and most important thing in tragedy. Now, according to our definition, tragedy is an imitation of an action that is complete and whole and of a certain magnitude, for there may be a whole that is wanting in magnitude. A whole is that which has a beginning, a middle, and an end. A beginning is that which doesn't itself follow anything by casual necessity, but often but after which something naturally is or comes to be. And on the contrary is that which itself naturally follows some other thing, either by necessity or as a rule, but has nothing following it. A middle is that which follows something as some other thing follows it. A well constructed plot therefore must neither begin nor end at haphazard, but conform to this principle. Again, a beautiful object, whether it be a living organism or any whole composed of parts, must not only have any orderly arrangement of parts but must also be of a certain magnitude, for beauty depends on magnitude and other order. Hence, a very small animal organism cannot be beautiful, for the view of it is confused. The object being seen in an almost imperceptible moment of time. Nor again can one of vast size be beautiful, for as the eye cannot take it all in at once, the unity and sense of the whole is lost for spectator. As for instance, if there were the one of 1,000 miles long, as therefore in the case of animate bodies and organisms, or certain magnitudes is necessity and a magnitude which may be easily embraced in one view. So in the plot, a certain length is necessary and a length which can be easily embraced by the memory. The limit of length in relation to dramatic competition and sensuous presentment in no part of artistic theory. For had it been the rule for 100 tragedies to compete together, the performance would have been regulated by the water clock, as indeed we are told was formerly done. But the limit at fixed by the nature of the drama itself is this: the greater the length, the more beautiful will the piece be by reason of its size, provided that the whole be perspicuous. And to define the matter roughly, we may say that the proper magnitude is compressed within such limits that the sequence of events, according to the law of probability or necessity, will admit of a change from bad fortune to good, or for good fortune to bad. 8. Part 8. Unity of Lord doesn't, as some persons think, consist in the unity of the hero. For infinitely various are the incidents in one man's life which cannot be reduced to unity, and so too there are many actions of one man out of which we cannot make one action. Hence the error, as it appears, of all poets who have composed here glid, this said, or other poems of the king. They imagine that as Hercules was one man, the story of must also be a unity, but Homer, as in all else, he is of surpassing merit here to wither from out of natural genius seems to have heavily discerned the truth. In composing the Odyssey, he didn't include all the adventures of Odysseus, such as his wound on Parnassus, or his fame, madness of the mustering of the host, incidents between which there was no necessary or probable connection, but the myth, the Odyssey, and likewise the Iliad to center round connections that in our sense of the word is one, as therefore in the other imitative arts the imitation is one when the object imitated is one, so the plot begin an imitation of an action must imitate one action and that a whole, the structural union of the parts being such that if any one of them is displaced or removed, the whole will be disjointed and disturbed from a for a thing whose presence or absence makes no visible difference is not an organic part of the whole. Okay, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.